Niner fans, how we doing? We are getting close to the next pick for the 49ers. I think we're about 10 or 11 picks away, and hopefully it's someone that we can all agree that we like. It's been a pretty interesting night. A lot of people have been upset, some people excited. You know, the draft is a time where everybody's emotions are out there, and some people love the picks, some people hate the picks. You know, it is what it is, but we'll see how it goes, baby. Let's see how it goes. How are we feeling tonight? How are we guys feeling about this draft? It's been a busy night. I think so far, I think the Niners have had two solid picks. Right? We can get a lineman, we can get a tight end, we can get a defensive tackle. There's plenty of talent on the board, but we're gonna see how this goes. We're gonna see how this goes, baby. So the 49ers added a wide receiver who has day one starting talent. He'll be fourth on the depth chart until, you know, things play out. They added an outside cornerback who allows Diamador Lenore to play on the inside. But, you know, Green can also play inside. He's very versatile and he's very physical corner. I like what they're doing sometimes. So, but they definitely need to upgrade this offensive line. It wouldn't hurt to get another defensive tackle. We'll see. We need OT, says Douglas. Meanwhile, the NFC West, man, they're all drafting good players. You know, the Seahawks, the Rams, Cardinals are having really good drafts. We'll see.
There's some other interesting developmental tight ends that are still on the board. A guy like himself in Florida State, that really, to me, from an athletic standpoint, from a skill standpoint, present tremendous value that I thought would come off the board. The Rams have made two picks on the defensive side of the ball so far in this draft, and they've gone the very third pick in the 2024 class.
All right, here we go. The Rams made their next pick. We're on pick 83. Oh, Blake Corum to the Rams, man. Blake Corum, Rams. Wow. 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 Sheesh. That's crazy, man. That's a hell of a pick for the Rams, man. Sean McVay just drafted a stud. Oh, Jesus. Blake Corum is a dog, man. Woo! Agent 89 loving the Slick Rick pick. I gotta love it, baby. Best running back in the draft. Russell, I agree, man. Blake is a fantastic running back. The NFC West, man, is stacking, bro. Yeah, NFC West. C-Mac just texted me. NFC West is stacking. Big time. Holy shit. Big time, man. Definitely. My other friend, she said sickening. I said Blake Corum to the Rams, sickening. It's sickening, man. Woo! Holy moly, we are getting close to the Niners' next pick, guys. The Rams have had a good draft. I hate it. I think the Rams have had a very good draft. Melissa says, not my Blake to the Rams. I know. Douglas says, John and Kyle getting a long snapper. You should use children's story when you make posts about Ricky. I don't get that. You should use children's story when you make posts about Ricky. I don't know what that means. I'm missing the joke, I guess. A children's story. You should use. Brendan Rice is Cosmo. God, no. I love Brendan Rice, but this is not the moment for him. Not to the Niners. Too much pressure. Oh, children's story, the song by Slick Rick. Okay, yes. I get it. The Slick Rick song. Okay, yes. I get it. I got it now. Slick Rick, my boy. I got you now. Yeah. My bad. It's been a long night. Raymond says the Chiefs trade was nice. You know, looking back at it, it was nice because we moved up from the 6th round to the 5th round. Initially, when it happened, I was a little sick because they traded the pick and the Niners could have got an offensive tackle, and they didn't get an offensive tackle. So, you know, Pittsburgh Steelers, pick is in, baby. We got 10 more picks till us. Oh, wow. Wow, Roman Wilson. Woo! Roman Wilson to the Steelers. Wolverines are cooking, man. Roman Wilson to the Steelers, baby. I am a J says the Niners knew they're set for the year. They're getting depth for the years and able to compete as super. Yeah, this is the thing. The Niners have already a great team, so they're just adding depth to this roster that they can continue to build. I mean, yeah, we would be love to get like superstars, but if they go get like a linebacker, if they get an edge rusher, or maybe not an edge rusher, maybe if they get a running back or there's certain positions that aren't going to start on this team, man. You know, you have Nick Bosa. You have Fred Warner, you have Mooney Ward, you have certain players that aren't going to lose their starting spot. Like, you can draft stars and depth players, but if you get like a solid player that's so good, he might just sit up on the bench, because he's not going to be better than the stars you have. The Niners have so many All-Pros, but like 7 All-Pros, 9 Pro Bowlers. It's hard to crack this roster. So they are getting, players to add for their depth, but you got to remember next year, they're going to have 39 free agents. So they're also drafting to prepare for the future. They did that last year. But yeah, I know there's players out there that have great names that we would love for them to draft. But it's a tough situation because you see the rest of the league. You see like the Rams are definitely stacking their team, and the Saints are getting better. Not the Saints, the Seahawks are getting better, and the Cardinals, the NFC West is really having a good draft. And we're sitting here like, 49ers aren't having huge impact players, but they're guys that they like on their team. So it's hard to say that they're not having a good draft because they're guys that they're going to make work for their team. But then you see like teams like the Eagles and you see teams like the Lions, and they get superstar players, man. They get superstar players, and they already have a superstar team. So it's hard to sit here and be overly excited, but at the same time, you have to understand where the Niners are coming from. They do have a stacked roster already, so I don't know. But, man, Eagles are having a good draft. Lions are having a good draft. The Packers are having a good draft, and they're already stacked teams. So, who did we get? We didn't get anybody yet. Cosmo said the Niners are parting ways with possibly Debo and Jennings. Don't need a wide receiver. I mean, definitely next year. I don't think Jennings is coming back. I think he's going to get paid very well next year, right? Because they want to try to extend him, but I don't think they're going to reach a multi-year extension if, they got to still pay Brandon Ayuk. Next year, Jennings will be a free agent, so you got to draft for the future. Debo Samuel, maybe next year won't be here. They've tried to trade him this year. Definitely didn't happen. So that's why the Ricky Purcell move makes sense. They have a lot of receivers that are up in the air. And I agree with that. Julia says these picks are low-key good because if, God forbid, something gets hurt, we got the next man up. I think, yeah, I agree. Definitely hope that nobody gets hurt. But at the same time, you got to have really good players in case of those injuries, and it's always next man up. The NFL is tough. You got to have depth. So I agree on that front, But, of course, not everybody's going to be happy in the NFL draft. Like, the NFL draft is tough because, again, people get stuck to players. They have draft crushes. They develop their wants and needs on this team that they want. There's, like, certain players you fall in love with when you go through the whole draft process. You watch the Senior Bowl. You watch the 40 – you watch the pro days. You watch the combine, all that stuff. You watch all these guys, and you're like, oh, my God, that's the guy I want. And if your team doesn't pick the guy that you kind of fall in love with, you get a little upset. So we on the clock, baby. Niners on the clock. Are we on the clock already? That went quick. Oh, yeah, the trade. The Niners just made a trade. Eagles trade down. Woo! There it is. The Niners just made a trade. 49ers get. Oh, man, the Niners just traded up. The Niners traded up. The Niners traded up. Niners traded up. Oh, the 49ers trade up to pick 86. The Eagles get picks 94 and 132. The Niners have traded up, ladies and gentlemen. Woo, 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 woo! Niners are on the clock. Here we go. Let's go. The Niners are on the clock. The Niners have made a trade. Oh, they trade up 8 spots. They trade a. Oh, shit. Here we go, baby. The 49ers. Oh, the Niners, they're doing it. They're trading a pick. Oh my God. Hold up. Holy smokes. Who are the Niners taking? Who are they taking? Ladies and gentlemen, the Niners made a trade to get up to 86. Holy smokes. We got some action. We got action, ladies and gentlemen. The Niners making moves.
This guy played a lot of solid football for Michigan. I think he's a good effective starter in the NFL with the Cleveland Browns. Yeah, and sometimes, guys, you got to drop the vegetables. You got to drop all the technique. He just gets it done. He just gets people blocked. He lines up and he's able to move people inside. Now, he's got heavy hands.
Boom, the Niners just drafted an offensive lineman, baby. Let's go. They drafted an offensive lineman. Here we go. Kansas guard, Dominic Poney. The Niners just get an offensive lineman, Dominic Poney. They get an offensive lineman. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Holy smokes, there it is. Offensive lineman.
To the San Francisco 49ers. And with the 86th pick in the 2024
there it is.
Draft, the NFC champion San Francisco 49ers select Dominic Poney, guard from Kansas.
Kansas.
Poney transfer from Central Missouri, started all 25 games for the Jayhawks the past 2 seasons, did not allow a sack. Splitting his time between guard and tackle. I like the spec, Lou. I was thinking I was high all along. 6'5", 313. Left guard in 2022 at Kansas, left tackle in 2023. Talk about what he did at the Division II level in Central Missouri. This kid, run blocker. He gets there.
Boom.
Drives defenders off the ball at space, pulling on the second level. Pass blocker with a hand placement. Footwork.
Dominic Poney, baby. Niners get an offensive lineman. He's a guard. They finally addressed it. I like it. I like the pick. They needed an offensive lineman. They get Dominic Poney, guard out of Kansas. There it is. That's the pick. Niners traded up.
He has gotten moved people in the zone run scheme at the left tackle position. In pass pro, he has got consistent base and balance. He's got punch.
Boom, there it is. That's it. We got it. We are loaded at guard. You know what? You can move a guy. You got an offensive lineman, a big, beefy guy that can play guard. And now, you know what? You can move maybe Spencer Burford around. He's played tackle before. You got Colton McGivens. I like it. It's a pick that we needed. We needed depth. We needed offensive line help. I like it. We got depth. We added some depth, man. We needed offensive line. I like it. I like the pick. I like the pick. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it, baby. I'm not mad at it. Whew.
A rich, full-flavored lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. A reward for those with a fighting spirit. You've earned this, so hold it high. Look out, the mark of a fighter.
We were built for Ulrich. to lift him up. Because when twisted legs and hurtful stares kept him from reaching his potential, we became his support. Every engine and motor, each hand and mind, focused on fixing his legs and lifting his heart. Because we were built for Ulrich.
But like you, yeah. So we get rich and better. Yes. Filthy rich.
So filthy.
Giant bicep, big one. What's that stretching?
I don't know. What do we got? Okay, we got a big boy. So they trade. So here's the trade. Let me go back to it. Okay, so the 49ers traded. Sorry, hold it. Here's the go. So the 49ers trade up to get pick 86, and they used picks 94 and 132. So they gave up picks 94, 132 to the Eagles, and they traded up to get Kansas offensive lineman Dominic Poney for pick number 86. So that's what they did. They got Dominic Poney, a big bevy offensive lineman, a guard out of Kansas. They used picks 132 and 94 to move up to get this guy. And that is your picks for the day. You got Renardo Green, Dominic Poney. That's who they drafted today. They are on the clock tomorrow. That's it for tonight, guys. I think it's a solid move, baby. Let's go, baby. Big dude. Big guy. Big guy. What do you guys think? Let me know what you guys think. He might be a starter at some point. Who knows? I like the pick. The 49ers traded up. Y'all wanted a trade? The 49ers made a trade, and they did it, baby. He's perfect. He's a big guy. You need a space eater. I love it. We needed an offensive lineman. The Niners got an offensive lineman. We needed a cornerback. We got a cornerback. Tonight, we drafted cornerback, offensive line, just like I thought we would. Let's go. They may not have been the guys that we thought they were going to get, but they were guys that the Niners needed. They got an offensive lineman, and they got a cornerback. Ladies and gentlemen, those are the picks that we thought they needed, and they did it tonight. So shout out to John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan. Don't hate on them. I love the picks. That's it for tonight. No more picks on the night. We'll be back live on Instagram in just a minute. I'm going to take a little break, and we'll be back, baby. Hit those likes, baby. We'll be back. We'll be back. I think he'll start eventually, but we'll see how this goes. John Lynch, Kyle Shanahan are going to talk to the faithful. In just a minute, they'll have their press conference. We'll see what they say. We'll be back, baby. We still have 2 fourth-round picks tomorrow, a 5th-round pick. Let's get it, baby.